Shalom, my name is Yeshua Yaakov Ben Avraham, and I'm making this video from Jerusalem. I'm a didactic scientist and the author of the trilogy Humanomics, comprised of two paradigms: central organizing principles, receiving to give, which is the new cognitive behavioral science first principle, and the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. Okay, we are making this purpose. This video is to update our people. We've had a lot of requests for better information, more consistent information, better videos. We're doing the best we can. Okay, so we've made a website. We've put it up, and there'll be an announcement and a video with some graphics on it, but it's basically www.macrotech-sm.com/, and there will be an amutah. Oh, well, it's in America, it's called a trust, the O Leahcim Trust. I was born Michael O'Donnell. If you write it from right to left, it's O Leahcim Trust. It's a New York State 5013C, which is a nonprofit. So what we're going to do with this, with MacroTech's website and the trust, the amutah, is we're going to raise money to brand Humanomics globally. And when you see the various things that we're going to begin doing with these websites, and raising money and putting up blogs and connecting all of the dots and making world-class multimedia content to brand it, what we would suggest our viewers do is to participate, and those who are the most expert will certainly find jobs over the long term, and some even in the short term. So the branding process has already begun, and we have as a goal um, uh, generally branding. We have some quantitative and qualitative goals as well, but goals are really, and outcomes are really less significant. We have maybe 70 million links on Google. It should be 700 million. We have 60,000 views on videos on YouTube. It should be 600,000 views. And then it should be 6 million and 60 million views. But okay, it's a process. So instead of focusing and setting up goals and being obsessed with outcomes, we are really focusing on the process. And this requires everybody to participate, because the Jerusalem campaign to brand, and that's really what we're now going forward with, to brand Humanomics Trilogy, is to provide a very clear and coherent message to people around the world that indeed the local reality is collapse, which doesn't signal but in fact confirms the end of man and mankind's exile, and the process of the transformation of the mammalian behavioral animal to the cognitive being called man. And that's a process. And so we have to be able to show the cycles of that process, which I'm speaking extemporaneously. I have no notes or anything, so I'll just do the best I can. Chaos to complexity. And the second phase after that is complexity to convergence, and the third after that is convergence to comprehension, and comprehension to healing and habitation. Now, that is the narrative of today. The collapse of the local reality was confirmed on 9/11, but the official narrative of planes being kidnapped, it missed completely the meta-narrative. So some years of meta-analysis were done by this particular scientist and confirmed the meta-narrative, and that converged with the collapse of the local reality globally, which was empirically and logically confirmed. And so the process is now well underway. And so everybody's asking, how do you explain this, and what's this, and what's that? And, everybody's going tangentially in many different directions. And Hitchens and Dawkins are locked into the dilemma platform, and I'll explain what I mean by that very quickly. There is, for example, the paradox platform of man's exile. Sounds right, but it's wrong. Sounds wrong, but it's actually right. And you go back and forth in your mind, and this cloud is the paradox of man's exile. And when you come out of that cloud, you find yourself firmly, and most commonly and usually, in the dilemma of choosing between the good and the bad, okay, the white and the black, etc., etc. But in fact, when you undertake this choice personally, this is what I call the man delusion, okay? There's, let's just, for sake of terminology, let's just say there's a white doggy and a black doggy, and everybody chooses the white doggy. But the fact of the matter is, the Freud even was deceived by this. If he had done a little better learning Torah from his Rebbe ancestors, he would, the id, the ego, superego, he would have realized two of those three were actually one. What we have is in our tradition, the Yetzer Hara, evil, good inclination, evil inclination. The evil inclination, which is the free will, created its own imitation duality in the mind. So this psychological manifestation, we call it klippah, that's what blinds us. That's the white doggy and the black doggy. So this is the man delusion, and that's where Hitchens and Dawkins are. And rational materialism has convinced them, in the face of world-class science, the EPR, paradox, Bell's theorem, Bohm's defense of Bell's theorem, the non-local reality, the collapse of the local reality, and that there's only one reality, the physical reality. Well, there's rationalism, but the fact that this is the white doggy, they're vested in it. So, okay, I've run out of time, and so we're going to start branding Humanomics. I'm the author of Humanomics, a trilogy. Oh, thank you for listening, and its central organizing principle is the new cognitive behavioral science principle, receive to give, and its primary technology is identity resolution, and its primary logarithm of new science is the paradox limited dichotomy axis, which I just hinted at, and the new economic paradigm, which is Obama's meal ticket. It's the solution. Unfortunately, his advisors have sidelined. Anyway, I'm Yoshua Yaakov from Jerusalem. Thank you for listening, and I hope to do better in the future with my articulations. Thank you.